Welcome to the second video on spirituality. In this video, I will take you on a journey with one of my clients years back, but the experience is still relevant. I've modified the dialogue for this video. My client is sitting on a bench with a list of questions about the self. Those questions that we had in video 2 that we had to ponder about, these are old questions. And concentrating on spirituality, we remember we said spirituality is the only quality that re-energizes the body. The others drain the body. So when we look at, for example, when refueling must occur, when re-energizing is necessary, it is not something physical. In the introduction to this video, I had the cover of this book titled Meditations for Women Who Do Too Much. And the inscription in the book is, stop overdoing it, but do not stop doing it. And this person was very, very observant of what we do. I enjoyed always what I do, but obviously you just do things and not really care how much of it you are doing. So at times you find that you do not have the energy, you burn yourselves out. And I think for that reason, I said when we're constructing our path is, do not paint yourself into a corner. Do not oversubscribe in case you're going to burn yourself out. And for that, we need to refuel. Refueling, re-energizing is not something physical. Food cannot re-energize us. I could have had a good meal, eat healthily all the time, but still not have the energy to do anything. That may be because I'm ill, but most often that is because I do not have the spirit to do whatever is required to be done. We know there are those off days that we don't feel like anything, that we just want to lock ourselves out. It's not that I'm lazy, but my heart is not in what I want to do. So we feel that we don't have the energy. Note, this is a matter of the heart. That is spirituality. I will take you on this journey with my client, and you watch carefully and listen to the instructions there, but remember the dialogue has been modified. And as we said, spirituality is a matter of heart. And our many hearts that we have, the four that we said, we have to nurture all of them, because spirituality is the only aspect of our identity that energizes us. We see the others drain us. So we need to find time to sit alone, find time to energize ourselves, find time to find ourselves, and find time for contentment of heart. Now, a very good way of doing that is take a look at all the questions we've asked in video 2. I think there was something like 20 questions or more. Look at those questions and ponder about why is it that I like or I don't like this? Why did I choose this person as my best friend, etc. Look at those things and just try and find who you are in case you have lost yourself. Quite often we get lost, give pieces of ourselves away, and I will put a quote down to that effect, that we often look at ourselves in the mirror and we don't even recognize who is standing in front of the mirror because we give pieces of ourselves away. But to sit down and take time out for yourself, remember, you first is not a bad thing. Treat yourself to time, treat yourself to goods, treat yourself to clothes, treat yourself to a meal. But the best treat is treating yourself with your time out, even if it's once a month, once a week, once every 3 months, but take that time as often as you need to. And I think it's when we get so busy that we forget to take time out for ourselves that we burn ourselves out. And by the time we look for ourselves in the mirror, there's very little left of us. So each and every one, we need to energize, we need to re-energize, we need to invest in ourselves so that we can help others. That's the only way that we can have time, that we can have the resources within ourselves to help others. We do not have to have a fancy place to go and sit. We don't have to be in a park or at the beach. Find a space in your garden. If you don't have a garden, find a quiet place in the house. We could even just make a little tent with a blanket and sit there. Take your retreat out there. But the most important thing is time for yourself is very important. I stopped the video, and after about 30 minutes, my client opened up, literally and figuratively. The following became evident, like with so many of my clients in those days. A reflection after sitting for some time was, I couldn't even answer these simple questions, and those are the questions we have in video 2 of first video on identity. I don't know who I am anymore, she says. I looked at the first 10 questions and I couldn't even name one friend. And so the revelations flowed together with the tears. One of the precautions I mentioned was in constructing a path is don't paint yourself into a corner. The statement being cornered and many other statements like that seem trivial because we don't know that yet. We haven't been there, and I hope that none of us will ever get there. If we take care to identify our purpose and try to fulfill that purpose first, we should be okay. If the core purpose takes up a huge chunk of your life, don't push to do too much. Just because other people seem to manage, each has their own path leading to their own destiny. For example, this was your purpose. Remember, we cut it out some time back. And if its purpose takes up so much time and there's little time left, don't push in anymore. Enjoy whatever time is there to re-energize. Don't spread yourself too thin. Holes appear when you spread that fabric too thin. You may have cracks in the fabric. You may have cracks in your fabric. Enjoy the time with family and friends. Enjoy travels. Enjoy the outdoors. But don't be afraid to spend time with yourself. Remind yourself of who you are and why you are. Get into conversation with yourself often. Question your path to make sure you're still on track. Get into a little tent. Isolate yourself for 30 minutes, for an hour, for a day, for a week. Before you will be forced into solitary confinement. Enjoy. Take your snacks with. Remember, I love chocolate and ice cream. I hope to take you through a practical session of re-energizing soon, to shed the tensions, to clear out the clutter and wake up refreshed. Re-energize. And this is what I do to clear my mind, to get rid of all the clutter, and to just retreat into a little corner. And now I'm waiting for my chocolate at our next encounter. Till then, stay sane, stay safe, keep the heart warm. And until then, I again leave you in a beautiful place.